week, we traveled from Beaufort, North Carolina to Beaufort, South Carolina, and then had a pleasant, calm sail to Florida.
Just laying down, looking at the clouds, and I simultaneously want to run a marathon and take a nap. It's a weird feeling.
After entering the Intracoastal Waterway through the St. John's Inlet, we stopped in St. Augustine.
We're in St. Augustine for the night. We stopped to provision and to stretch our legs after we camped for several days. We're getting our steps in. This is the oldest town in America. Definitely looks it. And this right now that we're in is the oldest public space in America. And it's a really cute town.
We are about to pass an abandoned intercoastal waterway route. Supposedly it's really, really narrow, so I'm going to take a little video of it.
That is what the intercoastal waterway used to look like. Wow! I'm so glad we don't have to go through that. We wouldn't have even fit under that bridge up there. We like this one much better. First rain. Got all the leaky canvas.
Our next stop was in Daytona, Florida. We weren't able to explore the town much, but we did get to Skype with Cable Elementary's 3rd grade class. We got to talk about how the landscapes have changed, the animals we've seen, and they got to ask some really good questions about what it's like to live on a boat. Martin's sister is a teacher there and had the brilliant idea of using us as an educational tool by talking about how we use math, reading, and science during our sailing trip.
Okay, Martin, show us what you caught.
Seaweed.
Do you want to hold it up for everybody to see?
No. Kind of pretty.
Wah, wah,
Not a
wah.
Yeah. We're obviously at the beach. Today's like the first day we're actually getting to enjoy the trip. We're not working, we're not doing anything. We're outside. Usually it's been a lot of work. Today's been nice and relaxed. Even though we're waiting out some bad weather, it's still nice.
We were stuck waiting out some bad weather again, but this time in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, our last stop on the Atlantic coast. As I'm sure you can imagine, there's not a lot of space to walk around on a boat, so once we land someplace, we try to take advantage. But sometimes we get a little overzealous about how much we can walk.
So we like this marina, I don't know if you can hear me, because there's a Publix within walking distance. As long as that's also next to the smoothie place.
There's also a beach within walking distance.
Totally worth it.
But the shopping center is not in walking distance and is not worth it. Although Martin was convinced it was within walking distance. Even though I told him it wasn't in walking distance.
I just say we walked about 6 miles the other day in one afternoon.
I was very close to calling an Uber.
Luckily, we're at the Hilton and I have a pool, so
We relaxed at the free pool
yeah.
after.
Of course, we also take advantage of the downtime to get a few chores done.
Look at all the laundry I did.
My hand.
I was gonna say this took about 2 hours, roughly. 2 hours and about 5 different loads. We have underwear again.
Look at all that laundry blown in the wind. Now, fun fact, laundry only dries if it doesn't rain. Unfortunately, it rained, so we had to try to dry it in our bathroom.
I'm feeling like such an adult. It's 7:41 and I could go to sleep right now. I have
an old person.
old person, adult, same thing.
No, that is old.
But I have put oil on almost every piece of wood, the majority of the wood in the boat. I still have like a third of the boat to do, maybe
Maybe like a fourth.
maybe a fourth. So we decided to walk around, get out of the boat.
The reason we're doing this is because it's starting to get moldy. The humidity is starting to kill us, and it's going to be a never-ending battle
Yep.
for mold.
Mold is the bane of our existence. It's the worst part of owning a boat. Martin's shoes got moldy once. We had to throw them away because
Our
they were so
boots.
disgusting.
Our boots got moldy.
Our cowboy and cowgirl boots got moldy.
Yeah.
What else has gotten moldy? Our books have gotten moldy. Toilet paper has gotten moldy.
How did that happen?
It was under the sink, water got there. It was the regular toilet paper, not the like marine toilet paper, so we just sort of never used it. So it's been a tough day. So it happens when you have to stay on the boat because you have no money. But we're tired.
After my Uncle Jeff joined us in Fort Lauderdale and the foul weather passed, we were finally able to leave and head for the Keys. Unfortunately, on this leg of the trip, conditions were less than ideal. Not only did it rain on our third attempt to dry our laundry, but the waves were at least 5 foot tall, making the seas the roughest we've experienced, and this leg of the trip the most difficult, frustrating, and uncomfortable passage we've had so far.
If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there.
I went down for a nap, but now that I'm here, I can't move. I've got to tumba.
100 different demons breathing fire down my back, and I knew that if I stumbled I'd fall right into the trap that they were laying. Yeah. But the good news is there's angels everywhere out on the street.
Even through all of these difficulties, there were still times of beauty and reasons to smile.
You're on your knees, you might as well be praying. Guess what I'm saying? If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there. Yeah, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, face that fire, walk right through it, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there.
Okay, so let's take some inventory of all the things that broke.
What are you taking a photo of?
Oh, it's a video.
What happened back here?
First, this is supposed to be attached to the boom.
Okay.
I think right there.
Uh-huh.
So Martin's getting a shackle right now to go fix it. We got a rip
I know on that plastic.
in our plastic. see, right here, from the jib sheet hitting it. And then the last thing on deck that broke was our little skeleton man is now missing. So the bow got submerged one too many times. It's now below deck. Surprisingly, no glassware has been broken. So that's really exciting. But there is stuff just everywhere. And then Uncle Jeff's picking up some tools. But our TV fell off.
Did it break?
I don't know if it broke yet. I haven't investigated. I mean, cat litter and stuff everywhere. So, just a complete disaster. This is our sugar.
The first leg of the trip has been awesome. I'm having a great time, and it is very exciting. Learning a lot of things, having a lot of fun. Would do it again.
I wouldn't do that part of the trip again. It was pretty rough, but it's been fun.
After such a rough trip, all of us were happy to be on land and stretching our legs again.
If you're scared,